Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web. Ooh, heck. It's Saturday afternoon and I'm going to Wrightington. Yeah, sorry, I'm in quite a bit of pain. And I've been over the last few days. We had a very busy day yesterday. So I didn't get to open day 7 of the Advent calendar. We're going to do that tonight along with day 8. But we've had a look online at some of other calendar opening videos for this particular Advent calendar, and we've worked out how to put things together, so we'll do that later. So it's my turn to open 6, Ali's turn to open 7. So what we're going to do is on mine I'm going to put together the first few Ujits to make the first model. So that's that done, and then open number 6. So yeah, we'll get that done tonight. It might only go up they both might only go, in fact we'll probably do 6 and 7 together and put them up when they're both done, so you're going to get a longer video today. Is it 6 and 7 or is it 7 and 8? I can't remember. I really can't remember. Oh, I can't remember. I think it's 7 and 8, isn't it? Not 6 and 7, 7 and 8. Yeah, so we're going to do them tonight. Yeah, I'm on my way to Wrightington. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stay. As to whether, it all depends whether or not I can cope with this. I've been on the painkillers for the last few days. Just get very painful around my lower back and hip, and certain other tender areas have been rather uncomfortable. I've not found it very pleasant standing, sitting or lying down. So not slept very well for the last few days. At night I've been going to bed and taking, within the safety parameters of my medication, I've been taking double the dose. I've been told I can do that. I've mentioned this before. When I need it I can take double the dose, but I don't do that during the day because I want to be able to function. But when I've been going to bed at night I've been taking double. And that has helped ease it enough that I could sleep. I'm feeling drowsy, it's making me feel drowsy, so I'm able to get a little bit of sleep, but then when they start wearing off, I'm waking up again, and it's not pleasant. So one of the reasons why we didn't get done yesterday, but it was out near enough all day yesterday. We had to take the car in for an MOT because this car's under a scheme called Motability. It's for anyone claiming disability allowance in certain parts. I don't know whether I'm saying this for anybody who's not from the UK who's watching. And I get a car for 3 years. The 3rd year, it has its at the end of the 3rd year, it has its MOT, and then gets returned, and I get a new one. But I took the car in for an MOT yesterday, and I've ordered my next car. It's another Jazz. I love Honda Jazzes. This time I went for one with a sat nav. Walked in one with the sat nav and the mushroom on the steering wheel, so I can just hold that and turn it around. Sometimes it just does get a little bit uncomfortable driving. And I'm saying uncomfortable for want of a better word. Well, it gets bloody painful sometimes, and obviously not safe when I start turning the wheel and pain shoots up my arm or down my back or whatever, and causing me to let go of the wheel. Not advisable, pleasant, or anything else. So I think I would sooner have something that's going to help me keep safe on the road. I didn't see the point of getting one now because, well, this year, because it's due for going back, as I say, next year. I've gone a different way today, just in case you can tell out of the windows behind me, because I've dropped Ali off at my ex-wife's. Because my ex-wife's helping Ali off, helping Ali with something. So yes, I get on well. We both get on well with my ex-wife. I call her rotten, but I call her to her face. I don't call her behind. Well, yeah, I call everybody to the face because, let's face it, it's much more fun that way. And I never mean it. You know, I call people rotten, but I always say it with a laugh and I always say it with a smile and a twinkle in my eye, because I just like getting the reaction and having a bit of fun and opening up like a fun conversation. You know, that bickering, you know, a bit of banter kind of thing. So there we are. So, and the thing is, if I like you, I'll take the mick out to you. If I don't like you, I just won't talk to you. Simple as that. So there you are. I take the mick out to myself on more than one occasion, so I couldn't care less. I'll take the mick out of anybody. But yeah, so Ali's helping. My ex-wife is Alison. My ex-wife is Alicia. They're both known. I've known them both as Ali, so this is going to get very confusing. Alison is helping Ali with something, so I've dropped Ali off at Alison's. And I'm going to the studio from there. I've decided to go a nice, pleasant way this afternoon through the woods. Well, through the edge of farmland and on the edge of Hay Country Park, because it's a nice drive. It's not necessarily the most comfortable drive with the uneven surfaces and the way my back is behaving at the moment. My hip. I'm not sure actually whether it's sciatica or not, because I've been feeling the discomfort around the front part of my anatomy, and today it's sort of like on my hip and my back. So, oh well, my hip and my bum, I'm feeling it more, so it's a bit weird at the moment. But yeah, it's what you call it. I'll take a nice little Wrightington terrier for a walk. Yeah, so with all these little speed bumps that they've got along here and the uneven road surfaces, it's it's not the most comfortable of drives at the moment, but oh well, never mind. Right, going back to yesterday. Yeah, so I took the car in for an MOT, and as expected, it failed because of the brakes. They weren't too bad, but they weren't good enough. You know, they were just slightly below safety standards. So it was due for going in anyway to get sorted. So that's the reason I took it in for the MOT. So it could all be done at once. So that's sorted. I need to take it into another place to get the front tyres looked at, because though they're getting a little bit worn. They're still within safety parameters, so don't worry about that. I won't, if there was any issue with it, then obviously they would have told me to take it there and then. But it wouldn't have failed on the tyres, so that's the main thing. So yeah, we've had some fun. But I ordered, as I say, my next car. Now we spoke to, or the chap who was dealing with us isn't the usual guy that I spoke to. Apparently they've swapped. The guy who I usually speak to, he's actually, I think he said he's leaving the company, he's retiring, so he's actually moved over to Southport, and they've got a guy from Southport coming to Wigan. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, he helped us out quite. So, you know, it's quite friendly. I've no problem at all with anybody at Honda. They're all very friendly staff. You go in, they can't tell you enough. That's part of why I'm sticking with Honda. Another thing is I just like the cars. I like the Jazz. But he was asking me what specs I wanted. I said, well, I've not had these long, so I'm not really changing them. He said no for the car. I said, oh, okay, fair enough. So I told him that the sat-nav I've got is now 10 years old. I got it when I was 40 as a 40th birthday present from my side of the family. They all clubbed together and got me a sat-nav. I turned 50 this year, in case you hadn't noticed. So I've had it 10 years. It's a Sony sat-nav. It's done me proud. It's never steered me wrong. Any sort of like wrong turns I've made while following it has been my own fault, because I've not realised it was at that point that I was supposed to turn. Because in some of the cases, for example, last Friday when we went to see the Australian Pink Floyd, it was telling me to go down this road. So where it was telling me to go down, I thought, it can't be down there, it's a side entry. It wasn't a side entry, it just looked like one. And I passed it twice, and I missed it both times. The third time I got it, and I finally got to where I needed to go. But it's one of those situations I don't know Preston at all. And I don't have the car for getting me to places that I don't know. I have the car for getting me from point A to point B in as comfortable a way as possible. You know, nipping down to shops, going to my dad's, going to Ali's mum's, going to Wrightington, going to Charlie, you know, anywhere I need to go. But because I got the tickets, for Ozzy Floyd, he had to go there. And yeah, I think we mentioned it on a previous Road 2 video. I think we did one on Sunday when I was going to my dad's. It was an awesome night, but yeah, that's beside the point. I keep going off on a bit of a tangent. I know, I'm sorry about that. I'm just medicated, shall we say, for want of a better word. Trying to keep my thoughts under control at the moment is quite difficult, nigh on impossible. But yeah, I will do my best to try and be as cohesive as I can and understandable as I can. So I explained about my sat-nav. I said I'd like a sat-nav and I'd like one of these mushrooms on the steering wheel to help me steer properly. And he asked what colour I'd like, and I showed him this particular colour that I had my eye on, which was a dark cherry red. Well, actually the one I was looking at originally wasn't the cherry red, it was like a toffee apple red, or that glossy blacky red kind of colour. But that wasn't available for the Jazz, it was available for other cars, the CRV and the HRV, that kind of thing, and sportive ranges, I think. So it was a nice cherry red I saw, which I thought, oh, that's lovely. Unfortunately, he said there might be a problem with that because those particular cars are rarer than hen's teeth, his words. So he went and checked. He said, no, I can't get one. There's none in the country at all. But we can get you the higher spec than that. We can get under that for you. No charge, but it's all in grey, this particular grey, or white. I said, well, I ain't having a white car, so the grey will do nicely, thank you very much. So, got a car with all the bells and whistles, and all I've had to do is leave £100 deposit, which is refundable when I get the car. Ta-ta-ta! So my car is ordered, and I just wait to hear from them now to let me know when it's arrived. I'm only getting it towards the end of January, early into February. But yes, it's what am I saying? It's definitely organised. It's definitely going to be on my way, and I'm definitely looking forward to next year. You know, new grandchild, new car. Not first grandchild, new car. Oh, it's going to be an awesome year next year. It's going to be an awesome year next year, I can tell. And hopefully it's going to be a busy year on this channel as well, because I intend to pull my socks up and get videos done. I'm going to try and work hard at trying to get these videos done. So there's going to be more content. I'm going to try and get the gameplay videos going properly. I'll try and get more painting videos up on a regular basis. I'm going to try and spend one day a week, either Thursday or Friday, or possibly even both, just doing painting videos and then uploading them. So schedule them to be uploaded over the few days afterwards, and try and keep things rolling so that I'm not leaving spaces where output could go up and hasn't. But I mean, I can do painting videos and keep them scheduled for going each day, and then I can do gameplay videos and have them going on as well. And I can also do the Road 2 videos, have them going. Can hopefully try and bring back a Chatterboo and a Big Black Dog. It will be on a different day to Monday or Tuesday, because we don't really have much time on those days, for one thing or another. But it's what's the word I'm looking for? I want to get this channel back up again, because it's getting to the stage where, not that I'm losing interest, but I'm beginning to feel overwhelmed with all the minis I've got to paint. So I really need to get on with it and get them painted. And I've got to get myself focused into doing that, because I'm not going to get them done if I don't. I know that. As well as the fact that Mythic Battles Ragnarok is out next year, and I've got to save up for that as well. We're getting married the year after, so I've got to save up for that. Oh, definitely got to save up for that. Oh, I'll get lynched if I don't. What's the word I'm trying to say now? So I've got a lot going next year. It's going to be a very busy year. The year after is going to be a lot different as well. We've got, I want to try and do different types of videos as well. I'm hopefully trying to get a few videos where I get people, I do not necessarily interview videos, but chats with people who, like creators. That's what I do at Chorley. So I've had a few authors coming in to do a show with me at Chorley. hopefully going to get some oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Hopefully going to get some musical artists as well, and people from the community. Now that's at Chorley. I don't know what I'm going to do for the channel. It may just be a case of, you know, asking, see if they're willing to do it. I may be able to actually film what I do at Chorley. And actually use the music that we play partway through as like the break for the edit kind of thing. Because when I get a guest in, I normally get them to pick the music. When it's an artist who a recording artist or musical artist, if they're doing their songs at the studio, then I don't need to do that. I can just do, what's the word I'm looking for? I can just do the oh, blood, sweat and tears. I can just play some jingles and use them as the edit part. And there won't be short videos either, because I do a 3-hour show. But we'll see. I'll make some inquiries about that, because I'm not sure exactly what the not the procedure, the rule is on videoing in there. Because I'm not actually in the hospital, I don't think it. I think it will be okay. But I know here at Wrightington I couldn't do it at all. I couldn't film in the studio and put it on YouTube at Wrightington because it's against hospital policy, but I don't know about Chorley, so I may ask, but yeah. I'm near the hospital now. You might recognise some of the what you may call it. You might recognise some of the background now, if you can see it. You know, it's not been a very long trip. Talking 22 minutes. I thought it might have taken a little bit longer this week because of going via Hay Country Park, but no, 22 minutes, near enough the same length of time it takes me to get here from home. So there we are. Oh well. Yeah, so there we are. Thoughts and ideas for things at the studio for next year. Well, for the not at the studio, for the channel next year. I'm also toying with the idea of bringing out the peeing question answer videos again. There's plenty of things I can do. But yeah, I've got the gaming table now, so I want to do some gameplay videos. Hopefully get some more games night videos done, because I enjoy those. And let's face it, we've got a few games to play. It's not as if what's the word I'm looking for? It's not as if I've nothing to play. I've only got 2 or 3 games and rehashing over everything. There are games I've not even attempted to start painting yet. And I've got games to come. And there's games I've done unboxing videos for that I've not actually done a gameplay video for. So we've got plenty to keep ourselves going. But for this video, that's all we have time. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and until next time, as always, take care, God bless, and bye for now.